Well, happy new year to every one of you and welcome to a new video. You probably know this is not a vlog series. This, my friend, is what's in my bag. I'm not just carrying my camera bag. The only reason I named it what's in my bag is basically every single one of them. I mean, I could carry my camera, I could carry my phone. I mean, there's so many things to carry around. Obviously, that's the reason why I named it. For the last 2 years, I haven't really done this series at all because, I mean, I was originally going to call it What's in My Camera Bag for this year, but I decided in the end that since it's just, I would say it's not just a camera, this is basically more than a camera. That could include my laptop, that could include any other bunches that I carry with me. I mean, basically these are kind of like random selective items that I take with me that I choose to. But we are still doing cameras because obviously I got something exciting to show to you, because several new additions to my lineup that is going to be in my bag for 2026. We are going to be looking at a set that I do have in my bag. It's not just the camera, it's not just the laptop. I mean, there are general things that I do carry around. Yes, of course, lens, which I will talk about this, but with all the jibber jabber out the way, let's begin. So there are a lot of camera bags that I have in front of me, and every camera bag that I tend to carry, I mean, it is kind of in random orders. I kind of randomly select which bag I would like to take. Some of the bags that I take, smaller camera bags that I can fit in my everyday bags, you know, generally because I don't always tend to carry my camera bags most of the time. But times can change because obviously I have camera bags that I could take with me, I mean, in a small amount, so then I'll be able to take with me wherever I want to go to and go out and shoot. I'm going to start off with this camera bag here. I mean, obviously this is not really like a separate camera bag. This comes from another camera bag, and this is by Lowepro. Obviously this hasn't got a name, but this has just come from another camera bag. That's not the main focus. So as you can see, you can put in a big lens and another camera itself, like the 24-70, 16-35. But you won't fit the 70-200 on this one. I mean, come on, that won't work. Generally, you can put in APS-C or a full frame camera. Yeah, you could probably put in a A7 IV or an A7 series of cameras that you do have. This is probably okay to put it in my everyday bag. Obviously, I haven't revealed it just yet, but just giving you an idea. But I do have a camera bag that can have pockets, which I got, you know, just for smaller lens and a camera itself. This is a Lowepro, I'm not sure what the name is. Oh yeah, there we go. It's called the Adventura's Lowepro TLZ15. This is a very good solid camera bag. I got this a long time ago, and so far it does what it says on the tin. I can easily fit any small lens with a camera on attached to it and just like go out and shoot. It has a pocket in the front as well, so you can put your memory card here, you can put anything else there, but I mean nothing very, very heavy, I guess. I mean, even though you can put in a mid-sized lens onto it, as long as it's not too big. Next up, we have the sling bags. I do have sling bags. I have the 7-litre and the 10-litre. This is a very good bag. This is by Peak Design. I mean, both of them are from Peak Design, if you want to know. Peak Design Bags does an incredible job and has the dividers inside. I mean, obviously I don't have a divider, but you can put 1 or 2 dividers there. You can also put an iPad 11-inch or a 8-inch iPad mini, and then you have the zip in front for additional pockets. You can put anything in there, like a lens thread or a filter thread or something. But also you also have extra pockets that you can put in, like your memory card or cables or SD cards or something. This is one of my favorite bags that I carry around whenever I don't need to carry anything heavy, just carry something light. And then we have the 10-litre. This is the bigger one. I can fit in my 14-inch MacBook Pro on here, and yeah, I know I have the dividers that belong to this one, but one dividers only belong to the other one. So yeah, but you get the ideas. And what I like about this, if I could show it to you, I don't know if I could, oh actually yeah, I can show this, is that you can just cover one another on any of these sides, so then you can cover a small lens and then put another lens on top, if you decided to do that, but that's just your personal preferences. Likewise though, you can just customize it however you want to. And like I said, you have another slot there for your MacBook or your 13-inch iPad Pro. And of course, your same old usual cables, memory card slot, another pocket. And then you have another pocket in the front as well. Imagine if you can fit an iPad mini there. That would be awesome. So if you're carrying a 13-inch, 14-inch MacBook, you can put in an 8-inch iPad. I tend to carry whenever I needed something slightly middle to big to carry. And yes, I managed to carry my 70-200 with this one. So it's really awesome. I'm very happy with this bag. Okay, we now move into the backpack. 3 camera backpacks. I'm going to start off with the smaller one. The Lowepro, if I can look at the model number, Tahoe BP150. This is like more of a smaller carrying cases. You can fit in a 70-200 lenses, you can fit in a teleporter lenses. I've made a customizing divide in my personal preference. If I can open it up, as you can see, that's how I customized it. It has an extra zipper, has an extra pocket there, and of course you have a memory card slot there. And of course in the inside, you can only fit your iPad in there, so you won't be able to carry your laptop. Unless if you have a netbook, that's probably possible. Anywhere between 13 to 14-inch laptops, that's not possible. You do have a pen slot there, you have a slot for business cards, etc. I mean, everything is in there. You have some other additional slots that you can put in anything. So it's pretty awesome. It's good to carry something a little bit light with a smaller or a mid-size lens without having to worry about the weight and the heaviness, even though if I'm not doing anything big. Obviously, this is a very good small bag to carry around. The only downside is that you can't take your laptop. You can only take your iPad. And speaking of laptop, I have 2 versions of the same Lowepro products. Let's start off with this one. Now, you may probably think, is this the 450? It is the same exact design, but this is the 350 AW Mark II. I have been using this for quite a while, ever since I owned an APS-C camera, the APS-C teleporter lenses, and some of the mid-size lenses that I carried around. This bag has been super great to me, and considering now that I moved to full-frame lenses, I needed something big, and my 70-200 can fit with few of the less lenses that I can fit in. Now that I tend to not put the 70-200 in this bag anymore, because I do have another bag with the same design, which I will show you in a minute. But while we're at it, I'm going to open up the slot that you'll see inside. Is how I customize it. Now, you can customize it however you want, but this is how I customize mine. And it does have a memory card slot, has an extra zip pocket slot there, and has a side pocket on each of them. So that's pretty awesome. I'll show it to you if you haven't seen it. So it has one slide, a pocket, and another slider pocket. And yeah, sticking with this design, the 450 version. So the 450 version is considerably large, so I'm going to stand back a little bit. So as you can see, this is the 450. Obviously that I can easily fit in my 70-200 on this one. This is quite considerably large because I can fit in my macro lens on here, this one. Oh yeah, speaking of macro lens, I can fit this also on the 350, but I have to like customize it or re-customize it. So you have the same slot as pocket. I mean, this is a little bit larger. Yeah, with the 350 is a little bit smaller, but the 450, you get more room, more slots that you can put in with mid-size to larger lens. So that's the reason why this bag has been a super cool bag to carry something in a full length of the trip. Oh, one more thing. I have this one. This has got lens inside, but this is one of my new additions to the case that I store all my lenses instead of putting all of my lenses to dust. So this has been a lifesaver for me, and quite frankly, I have really enjoyed using one of these. I'm going to be revealing the lenses that I have inside, but first we're going to focus on the cameras that I have. Okay, let's go ahead and move on to the cameras. We're going to start off with the photography forward before we can move over to the video forward camera. Let's start off with the first camera that I have for my primary photography camera is the Sony a7C II. I had this camera since April 2024, and so far it is one of my favorite compact mirrorless camera that I ever used. And yes, it is a full frame camera, and I have been looking for this type of full frame camera in a compact size camera for a very long time. Although what I would actually point out some few flaws is that it only has 2 custom buttons instead of 3. But in general though, I mean, it is not really my worry about the A7C Mark II. The only thing I would love for the next A7C series for the A7C III is an 4-axis articulating screen as well as pre-capture. These are the 2 wish lists that I have for the A7C III. But so far, I'm very happy with this camera. Now, I also got the A7C Mark I. This is not really my primary camera, but it's more like a backup or a secondary camera that I need to take out whenever I don't need to use the A7C II for some certain reasons. I mean, having the Mark I comparing with the Mark II, because the Mark I has the 24 megapixel sensor, whereas the A7C Mark II has the 33 megapixel sensor. Likewise though, I know that the A7C III will still have a 33 megapixel, and I can guarantee you it will include the partially stacked sensor that is featured on the A7 V, because obviously the A7 V is already out. I'm very much looking forward to seeing what the A7C III could offer. Yes, there are some features going to be taken out, such as the joysticks, the additional SD cards, because it's going to have 1 SD card slot anyway, so that's what compact size is all about. For my videography camera I'm shooting right now is the Sony ZV-E1. This camera has been super good to me. It's good for doing videography, cinematic shots, and yes, I do this for talking heads that I'm doing right now. I really like the features that it does. Low light in 12 megapixels, because I mean, obviously I know a lot of people can be arguing about why is it 12 megapixels, and considering that it is a full frame videography camera, I can just use any lens on there. So far this camera has been absolutely great to me. I tend to keep this for the long run. I also have other cameras. I have the DJI Osmo Pocket 3, which is my #1 vlogging camera. This is going to be the best vlogging camera to take with me for vlog series, for POVs, for anything that I take out with me. Video quality are amazing, but you can't really beat the Pocket 3 with its stability, with a built-in gimbal, and it's one of my favorite cameras to ever take out. I also have a few of the cameras for dash cam or for POV views. One is the DJI Osmo Nano, which is the new camera that I recently purchased last month. And this is good for like car video or car vlogging. And I have been testing this out, and so far I have been super happy with this one, and I really can't wait to use this going forward for my future vlogging. I also have the DJI Osmo Action 4. I didn't upgrade to the Action 5 Pro or the Action 6 yet, although it does have some improvements and some refreshed features that you don't normally get on the Action 4. But I'm very happy with the Action 4 that I have, although it has some great features that you could enjoy on the Action 6. But generally, I'm extremely happy with the Action 4, and it's going great for me. It has the features that is enough for me to do the content that I like to do for my POV or for photography sessions or even for vlog sessions. But we'll see. If anything changes in circumstances, you'll know. Okay, now for the main event, we're going to be moving over to the lenses. Are going to be split into 3. One is everyday carry, second is generalist, and third is specialist. Now, 3 lenses are pancake compact lenses. All 3 lenses are G lenses, and 1 lens that are mid-size that I'm filming currently right now is the Sony FE 16mm f1.8 G lens. I recently picked up this lens for an ultra-wide shot. I use this for photography or videography. I absolutely enjoy using this lens. It's one of my favorite lenses. I can easily go down to f-stop at 1.8 to get a better lighting without going grainy. This one is one of the best ultra-wide lenses to ever take. Yes, I do take this out for museum trips, for other ultra-wide street shots, or even ultra-wide nature shots that I do, which is my kind of preferred nature photography. So far, one of my favorite everyday carry that I take with me when I do videography or photography. Next, we have the 24mm f2.8 G lens. This is the first of the 3 pancake lens that I have in the G series lineup. I just like to just take this lens out and, you know, just shoot everything at f2.8 in streets, in natures, etc. Or just use it on a secondary camera if I needed to. I mean, with the 24mm, I don't need something big, anything like that. I just carry a small pancake lenses whenever I'm, you know, I don't know, taking photos of coffees, taking photos of anything in general that are kind of like completely wide, nothing too tight. And if you use it on an APS-C camera, well, you could easily use that for like 35mm if you wanted to. I also have the 40mm f2.5 as well as the 50mm also on f2.5. Reason the 40mm are fantastic is that it's kind of like the best of the 35mm comparing to the 35mm f1.4 that I previously owned. I mean, the 35mm is a little bit bulky. 40mm is kind of the right size for a pancake compact lenses because I don't need to carry something which is quite heavy. Same with the 50mm. So if I take my 24, I can either take the 40 or the 50mm with me whenever I go out and shoot. Now we're going to be moving over to Generalist. 2 of the Generalist lenses I have are zoom lenses. And the funny thing is, it's also a G Master lens, Mark II lenses. So we're going to be starting off from 16 all the way to 70. Let's start off with the 16 to 35 f2.8 G Master Mark II. I replaced my 16 to 25 f2.8. I have been super happy with the 16 to 25 at this rate when I was able to take shots from 16 all the way to 25. I really feel that it is not enough for me to go all the way up to 35. Yes, I can use an APS-C mode on there, but then it reduces quality because the 16 to 25 uses a little bit of an old technology from the Mark I of the 16 to 35. But since the 16 to 35 came out, I decided to switch over to the GM Mark II to add at least 10mm focal length. Absolutely a beast of a lens for ultra wide all the way to a tight 35. And it does have an iris lock as well. And it has got 2 custom buttons, but then custom buttons are exactly the same in each of the orient that you make. So far, I really do like this lens a lot. Obviously, from ultra to tight, this is one of the best 16 to 35 I have ever owned. Then we move over to my versatile, my primary flagship lens, the 24 to 70 f2.8 G Master Mark II. If I wanted to take one lens with me, it will be the 24 to 70. This has been a beast of a versatile lens that I have taken this with me. Yes, I previously owned the 16 to 55 on an APS-C. Finally, after years of waiting, I now finally got the primary flagship lens on a G Master series, which is the 24 to 70. And finally, we move over to Specialist. 2 lenses, 1 prime lens, 1 zoom lens. Let's start off with 1 zoom lens. One of my primary lens that replaced my 70 to 350 APS-C teleporter lens is the 70 to 200 f2.8 G Master Mark II. One of my favorite teleporter lenses to take with me. It has an optical stabilization built in, or should I say optical steady shot. I'm absolutely super happy with this lens. Right, the moment I have been waiting for. Sony FE 100mm f2.8 G Master macro. This is a macro lens that I have been waiting for this upgrade to happen. Yes, I love my 90mm that I previously owned, but it was time for me to upgrade as soon as this lens announced. And this is a G Master, not the G lens, but this has got to be one of my newest favorite lenses to carry with me. This was recently launched late last year, and I have been super in love with this camera. It takes an incredible sharpness of this G lens, of the G Master's macro quality. I mean, I just can't get anything out of this in this lens. This is one of my favorite lenses to go out with. And the best thing about it, I have a teleconverter. I can use this on my 70 to 200, but now I can use this on my 100mm lens. Unfortunately, I wouldn't have been able to use that on a 90mm, but with the 100mm, that gives me the choices. Both 90 and 100mm are incredible lenses. Of course, you'll get more features on the 100mm with the aperture ring, 2 oriented custom buttons. I mean, you can only get one on the 90mm, but then again, no, it's your choice. If you like the 90mm, I would recommend getting the 90mm. If you like the 100 and you have the budget, get the 100mm. I want to show you my other bag that I have that I carry with me on a daily basis. This bag here is the Samsonite, more like a everyday bag. Yes, it sounds heavy, but this is one of my favorite 250 quid bag that I can fit on anything. And I also have pockets that I can fit in anything, like my iPad mini and or my iPad 11-inch in the back. And the best thing about it is it has a USB-C charging slot here as well. Now, obviously you have to put something on there to make it work. So I put my Anker charging portable chargers in there. It does work seamless. I would say this is absolutely one of my favorite bags to carry around. And speaking of small camera, I'm going to show you my Digicam as well too. This is my newest everyday camera, is the RX100 VII. This has got to be my newest favorite camera. I carried the HX50 for quite a long time. The only thing that the HX50 doesn't do is tilt. So yeah, it doesn't flip out. I originally used to own the ZV-1 Mark II. I gave that away to replace it with this camera because this camera is a very good photography camera. When I'm not using my A7C II or my A7C, I take that with me out with my everyday bag. And like I say, if you have this camera, I would recommend this. Or if you can find any other Mark cameras that you can find for the RX100 series, you'll be happy with the results so far. In my hand is the 14-inch MacBook Pro with M3 Pro. I'm using the M3 Pro. I haven't upgraded to the M4. I have no desire in upgrading to the M5 until the M6 comes out. It's just pointless in my opinion. You're just wasting your money. For me in general, I'm holding on to this M3 MacBook Pro until the M6 comes out. That's when the big upgrade comes with a slightly new design that would allow me to move to the new design. So I'm going to extend this until the M6. Also, I have the iPad Pro 11-inch. Hold on, before I show it to you, it's got a bit of personal information. Okay, in front of me, I have the 11-inch iPad Pro. This is one of my favorite iPad to this day. It's kind of my go-to device wherever I go when I'm not taking my MacBook Pro with me. Yes, Apple Pencil Pro. This is the M5 version of it. I did previously own the M4, but the reason I upgraded to the M5, very pointlessly in my opinion, is because of the storage and the RAM upgrade. iPad Pro has been a solid beast. I'll be able to edit the video, maybe in some small capacity, and then transfer it over to my MacBook Pro. But I also use it for photo editing. I also use it for Word documents, generally everyday tasks as well too. Yes, as you've probably seen it, that is the Magic Keyboard, expensive, but space black. I take my iPad mini to do Team Treadmill workout or any type of Fitness Plus workout that I do by Apple. So that is the reason why I have 2 iPads. And I know a lot of people are going to argue and think, why wouldn't you just carry one? Yes, I know, but for me, I just try to make a little bit change in my personal preferences. And just to close off, we do have one more thing. Yes, this is the iPhone 17 Pro Max. My only upset is that they got rid of the black. But then again, no, I'm still happy that it has blue. Obviously, blue is my favorite color. Yes, I upgrade this every year. Don't ask me why. That's what I have so far as part of my everyday series of what's in my bag. I could say what's in my pocket for the phone, but that doesn't go into my bag, that goes into my pocket. And with all that said, thank you very much for watching this video. I really hope you had a fantastic new year. I know I have a lot of gears that I showed you. I mean, there's too much to go by. I mean, there are some flips and flops or something like that, but things can vary when it comes to my lenses, my phone, my camera, etc. That could change dramatically. Oh, there is another one more thing. I actually forgot about this. plenty of digicams, and I was about to show you this digicam. This is the T900 that I used to own back in 2010. My favorite point and shoot camera. It does 720p video, and it's one of the originals. And yes, it does turn on. I mean, look, it still runs. It's a little beat up, I would say, but it's one of my favorite cameras to carry around. I used to do crazy stuff with my friends for videos. I do have the TX10 that I owned back in 2011. I don't know where it is, but I'm just really stoked to have one of these digicams whenever I take with me. This is actually like literally my favorite camera. Yes, only 12 megapixels, just like some phones were, but this is one of my favorite cameras to carry around. I'll show it to you. There's the details of the T900. Yeah, it's a little bit beat up. Yeah, I know. Take care, everyone. We'll see you in the next video. Happy New Year. Hit subscribe. Live life, happy life. Bye for now.